Hello people, how's it all going? We are back for Kubera. I'm gonna have a little chat before the start of this video because I'm a bit annoyed. Not at you, of course, but in general. I want to get it out of my system. So skip ahead, someone will probably timestamp it. I know one of you usually does for when these things start, but I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant before we get into this. So yeah, I'll pin the timestamp comment if it ends up there. Thank you for doing that, by the way. It's really nice. I appreciate it. But anyway. So I tweeted out on Twitter the other day about the view counts on the Kubera videos. Now, do not worry, be not afraid. I will not stop doing Kubera reactions just because the views are bad. I like this series too much to do that. But it's not that the views are bad, it's more what's happened to the views. So the day the video went up, a week ago, the video had 73 views by 1 minute past 12 of the Sunday, which, you know, the day after. The first 5 hours of the video had been up. You know, and it had 73 views, which was really, really good. I was like, hell yeah, this is good shit. And then I check, literally a couple days ago, you know, which is now 5 days into the video being live, and it has 24 views. And as of today, as I'm literally recording this right now, I can check on YouTube Studio, and it says 27. In the tweet I put out, it says 30 because I don't know why, but it's now saying 27. So it might have gone up and then gone back down again. But I have no idea where all the views went, because it's got 16 comments, 13 likes, but only 27 views, which statistically seems absolutely absurd. But hey, here we are. So if you're watching this right now, didn't skip past this, comment I was here. Just, even if that's all you comment, every single person that's watching this, if you see this, comment I was here. I want to see something. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand, but do not worry. I will not stop doing Kubera videos just because the views go down. It's just a little bit annoying to see my view count go from being really good to abysmal. You know what I mean? And it's happened 2 weeks in a row now. Like, the week before's did the exact same thing. But the week before that didn't. So I don't really know what's going on there. Whether there's some shenanigans at play or YouTube just doesn't like me. But anyway, there's not really any point in dwelling on it because there's nothing I can really do about it. So, yeah, here we are. Let's just run this, shall we? Apologies for wasting your time. If you skipped ahead, welcome to the start video. Normal me now. Let's go. Anyway, right, let's just jump straight into it. Ah, you fucking bitch. Hello, Brahma. Those troublesome fools. Why they never change? They quieten down if you gave them what we... They'd quieten down if you gave them what we left at the top. Right, I'm sure they would then. Just like that, the universe would fall silent. And that day would be the end of everything. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. I'm so tired now. With the end, the beginning. And repeating this endless time. Yeah, it's not good when the god that kind of ordains creation is sick of things being made. That's bad. But also, what's interesting is that's an emotion right there, and shouldn't you have left that at the top, or were you allowed to keep your emotions, you know? Or at least some of them. I can't remember the details of all of that, but you know what I mean. Original ally, shit. Okay. I wonder if this that Brahma said here is the reason why Vishnu is set into motion what he's set into motion. If you get me, either bringing about the destruction of the universe that will probably be the absolute destruction, or a universe that won't need remaking. Either of those could be his end goal. I don't know. We'll find out at some point, I imagine. Season 3, episode 219, Ananta 8. Calm down, Indra. Let's talk about this calmly. Do you think I can calm down? The damn sky of mine has disappeared again. But Ushas is right here. Right. Of course Ushas is right here. I'll explain, so put your lightning away, Indra. Vayu! Wait. Is not the right time. We can't hide anymore. Now that it's happened. Don't know why I got my earphones in. I just had them in. I met him at the beginning, just as you did, Indra. Yes, and even helped him to escape when the old human race was annihilated. It's better that I explain this rather than you, since you've never faced him in person. Huh? When the old human race was annihilated? Wait, Vayu, isn't he the one I know too? Oh my god, this is you? What the fuck? You were mental. You don't seem a psycho anymore. Vayu, where'd your souvenir go? Did you get rid of him too? I really thought that really wasn't like you, and I suspected it wasn't actually about your betrothed, but because of his connection to Ushas, right? Ah, that's right. Back then. It was strange, as though something was missing. Was it the one that took the bait after all? Chandra, you know about it too. Right, I thought it was strange when I heard about Marut, so I did some digging. But you haven't gone looking for your missing bait since then. What? Who's the bait in this situation? That's because I was too busy dealing with the old human race to keep that insignificant existence in mind. But you didn't bother to let me know. You're ignoring me! You seem just fine forgetting about it. There's no need to remind you and make things worse. At least that was the decision I made. I wasn't particularly trying to undermine you. Fine. I don't care about the bait. But you shouldn't have concealed the one we were gonna catch with it from me too. This situation doesn't look good. Let's prepare, Verena. How dare all of you! You dare deceive your king! Just to hide a Rakshasa! Sounds like all of you were plotting with Kubera behind my back. Am I right? Tell me, what you've been up to. Taking care of that Rakshasa! Ah! I have nothing to do with it! Take it on those two if you have to! I will decide whether you have anything to do with this or not. If you don't tell me everything now, I'll shred you into atoms. Ah! It's ugly! Stop! It's dangerous! Well, it'll be okay. Kubera isn't even here. It'll be hard to defend ourselves against Indra's attacks alone. If anyone dies, it'll be troublesome to deal with the matters in the human realm. It'll be fine. That guy's not like Agni. He's not foolish enough to kill his allies at this kind of important time. Interesting, because what you've just said about Agni here doesn't really seem to align with what we know about Agni. At least conventionally so. Anyway, I would also like to hear the story. It seems like Vayu, Chandra, Kubera. Those three were plotting something. Vayu and I just cooperate to protect Ushas. If anyone is plotting, it'd be Kubera. There's nothing we could do in the beginning. The power that should have been Ushas's was taken by some Rakshasa. The reason Ushas had to be taken care of in an incomplete child shape, and that one day she suddenly took on her present form, must be because that Rakshasa existed in the beginning. An existence from the future meddling in the past. It's not possible without the help of time. It's not a matter we can decide upon. It's not a matter where we can decide by ourselves. If anything goes wrong, it could be harmful to Ushas. So we had to protect him in case something bad happened. You've just been fooled by Kubera. What do you mean protecting him? If Ushas got her shape back when he disappeared in the beginning, we need to think the other way around. That guy needs to die. The only way the dawn of the universe can be whole again. I told you, He can't be persuaded. Wait a moment. I don't know if he really stole the power intentionally in the beginning. The situation this time is different to back then, Indra. Although in the beginning Ushas was a low-level goddess, she isn't anymore. She's now a 4th Zen goddess, and sure to reach 5th Zen soon. She's too powerful for a mere Rakshasa to have taken ownership of her power. It's more likely that she gave it to him herself. But why would Ushas do that? Ratri, you should know the answer to that. And now we're back to Ran. Indra throwing his tantrum, we'll have to wait. They are on. You're a pureblood fighter. Then your hair color is... this part my natural hair color. And the top is just for fashion. My hair and eyes are both naturally yellow. Pureblood humans, hair and eyes are usually a similar color, if they did not dye their hair or wear lenses. I see. It would be difficult for a pureblood to have a competitive edge in terms of fighting. You must be skilled with Kubera magic. Right, well, I was born with some attributes, but my divine affinity is also rather high. If I just unleash my holy Kubera magic, I could be even a pretty good half, you know? You did overcome the limitations of your species through divine magic. The king will be very pleased by your talent. So I assume he's just switched, his, Fiendish affinity for his divine affinity on the sheet. I wish you luck, Anan. Thank you, ma'am. You have no shame about making things up. Really, you couldn't use divine magic at all before you had that bracelet. So what? It's the result that matters. If you could do anything with just divine affinity, why the divine magician's practice? Or maybe that's probably the divine affinity with the bracelet, the golden knight. Apologies, I'm a bit eepy. I was planning to go to the gym today, but it fits my schedule better to go tomorrow when this video's up than the day I'm recording this, just for convenience on time. But yeah, anyway, carrying on. By the way, that's your weekly reminder. So, do exercise. Go for a jog. Do some press-ups, sit-ups, plank, whatever you want. You know, exercise. You'll thank yourself in the future. I really wonder if you're going to end up embarrassing yourself in combat. I would embarrass myself. I still succeed at least 1 out of 3 times, you know? Honestly, that's not a great success rate, mate. What about that guy? Do I still have to stay with him while you're competing? I hadn't thought about that. When Maruda just takes part. I mean, there's no way he'd be able to. So the top prize is becoming a member of the royal family. The royal status is meant to be decided by lineage. Maybe I just don't understand these humans anymore. If you're interested, why don't you compete too? You look like you've seen some fair share of fights. And if you don't do that well, you'd still get at least a mid-level prize. Okay, I guess I called it. An event to celebrate moving to the capital? Surely there are more important things to take care of. But since it's already happening, let's just enjoy it! I'm moving the capital, not moving to the capital. The king can see the future. He would have made the right decision. I wonder if that's true. Or if he's just being told things by Vishnu. And if that's the case, well... it'd be annoying to remain undetected while I'm fighting. But it would still be better than suffering amidst all those humans. It'll be a good excuse to keep a close eye. Again, I apologize. Well, I should have had some coffee before I start recording. Jesus. That'll be a good excuse to keep a closer eye on him. Who knows? If he's the first one to be bestowed with the bracelet, he must be the human who can summon Kubera. Season 3, episode 220. Announcer 9. I don't know about that. His divine affinity would suggest otherwise, you know. The matches will be divided into pure blood quarter division and a half human division, conducted in a tournament format through raffle. What the fuck? Those don't seem like the most even of divisions, if you ask me. Like, I guess humans can use magic, so yeah, that's fair. Wait, hold on. I need to check something. Hold on. I'm going back to the previous chapter real quick. Hold on. Hold on. So, pure blood human, right? So, Anand's a pure blood human. Okay. Then, what the hell does... Why is pure blood quarter, and then half human? Because this implies that the humans here aren't purebloods, but then halves and quarters are mentioned separately. What the fuck does this mean? Why are pureblood and human separated? What? Because no, this is pureblood Surah, because that wouldn't make any sense, right? You know what I mean? So, what? I'm a touch confused. Anyway, let's carry on. First place, the pureblood quarter, and in the human half divisions, will fight to the grand final match. The human really despises halves, so we'll only be watching the pureblood quarter division in the final. I guess pureblood quarter is probably the fairest, but then half human? What the hell is this? Because that doesn't... I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what this one means. But anyway. The summoned guards will also be where the king is. The half-human division matches are just to say the king isn't completely neglecting halves. So, the matches even start late, and healers aren't provided. If you get injured, you need to recover on your own. Or just give up. So he doesn't admit that he hates halves officially, but he still looks down on them as lower class. There is an actual skill gap between the two divisions after all. The winner will be a pureblood magician of either destruction triple or resurrection triple. Anyway, if you're a half who wants a better life, you can go to a place where there are lots of Surah worshippers. But if you still choose to reside here, you just have to get used to this environment. This planet is not favored by superior Surah anyway, for various reasons. So it's not that easy to protect the halves. It's even better for me if there are a few superior Surah here. At the very least, we should be safer to meet gods here than Nostika like Sagara. If I think about it, the times I got help from the gods on the way here, maybe I don't have to worry too much about running into them. Will you be okay though? Even though it's a game for halves, even though it's a game for halves that isn't popular, gods might come in if you use a power that draws attention. I wouldn't do such a thing. I'll go easy. The prize for the winner doesn't really mean anything to me. Does that mean you could win the event if you've tried? You're pretty confident. Well, if I really wanted to win against humans... Winning against humans is... Sayam Manaka! Hodi Shiva! Interesting, so that's a different... So there's our chant for Surah spells. Also a Manaka spell. Sayong Manaka. Not Sayong, Sayoga. And Hoti Shiva. I had... Wilmuri will have probably seen Surah magic, won't he? In his time. Or maybe he won't have. I mean, obviously he knows about the incident, but whether he... Oh! Maybe you are gonna have to try. Maybe you will have to actually try, Maruna. Otherwise you might fucking die. Amazing! The favorites do have spectacular fights, of course. I participated in this event just to see this. Me too. It's a better view than the audience seats. Well, where'd your commoners go? You look very overwhelmed. Don't worry about it. That's the Pure Blood Quarry division, so you won't fight against them. It doesn't make sense. How is that even possible? You don't know destruction magic. It's the magic of the strongest god. Shiva? I know that, of course. Since the Cataclysm, the counterpart to my root magic has been the previous Shiva magic. Until Shiva's disappeared, destruction magic was the best attack skill among divine magics. And even though Holy Shiva was strong, Parvati Shiva was even stronger. The most annoying ones when I fought against humans were the ones who had destruction magic. But how can that human be just fine in the middle of it? I know Shiva magic. I have no idea how that human pulled it off. Ah, you're running about how the one who endured it. That one's Sanyoga Manaka magic. It is prohibited to use Sanvega type Shiva magic. What? Huh? Okay. Magic here. But Sayang type Fiendish magic is allowed, so I assume Sanvega is the equivalent of Bavari. Especially Sanyoga Manaka magic, since it doesn't even have a known side effect. And the way it works is that it negates the damage you receive. Nothing really can go wrong with it, so it's allowed to be used in this kind of event too. But the king is still not fond of Fiendish magic, so it's better not to use them. If the results of the match is a draw, the judge will decide the winner. But it's obvious the king's opinion will play a huge role in it. Sanvega, Sanyoga, one of those. So yeah, this is his first time seeing Fiendish magic. I don't have any knowledge about them, as there was no proper records about Fiendish magic spells. I had no reason to look into it in the past. I can't guarantee my victory if I fight against humans like that. It's a relief that I'm in a different division since halves won't be able to use magic. But shouldn't you just give up if you don't even know this kind of common sense? You said they're in a different division. I'm in the half division, and they won't use magic. Yeah, the halves can almost certainly use Fiendish magic, right? What are you talking about? Fiendish magic is the specialty of the halves, who have high Fiendish affinity. Rather than transcendental, which costs a lot of vigor. There are way more halves who study Fiendish magic. It's odd. Why do you not know these kinds of things? You're not a half. Are you really a superior Sura? Well, as long as you're not in Sura form, it shouldn't really matter whether you're a half or superior Sura. That's why it's called the half-human division instead of just the half division. Huh? Then what the fuck is a human meant to mean? Human-shaped? Huh? Watch out when you're into a match. It's okay since the infamous Sanvega type is prohibited. But you can still have a hard time fighting against Sanyoga, the less dangerous type. If you don't have any knowledge of it. Wait, in that case, I would like you to let me know about some magic that I might encounter. Where's the guy who could easily win if he tried? My speculations were wrong. I didn't count on the halves Fiendish magic. Is that so? Hey, come here. I'll teach you at this place until the match starts. Alright. There's information worth getting, even a point from the tournament. Sanyoga Shuri. It's magic that enhances your grip. Well, you can say it's a stronger version of Holy Kubera. If you encounter someone who uses this, be careful not to get caught by it. Even by mistake. Rakshasas in Sura form can also get their skin ripped from it, they say. But I'm a Rakshasa. Fuck. And Sayang Mayura. You could say that this is a stronger version of Holy Vayu. With a range proportional to one's Fiendish magic affinity, you can teleport to places that you've been once. The field of vision doesn't really matter. Hey, you're getting what I say, right? Fiendish magic's so insane! What the fuck? I understand. I see now why there were drawbacks to fiendish magic. That's insanity. That's absolute insanity. Why is it so strong? Of course. Jesus Christ. It's easy. Why are there so many? Even though it's just the ones I might see in the tournament. It's a good thing that he is at least riding as fast as he's speaking. I thought he was a similar type to Ron. Not at all. I explain. Not the way he explains is a typical magician. It's a relief that you understood everything, even though I was speaking very fast since the match is about to start. He understood less than half. Anyway, I've explained by comparison to divine magic, since you seem to know a little about that at least. And finally, the fiendish magic that you have to most be careful of. But I couldn't find a counterpart of this magic in the divine magic. Sayong Ananta. Ananta? As you know, it's the magic of the strongest guy, even among all Nastika. So, it has not just the San Vega type lightning, but also the San Yoga type time with terrifying effects. Interesting. So okay, maybe I was wrong about what San Vega and San Yoga are. It seems like they take on different attributes of the Nastika. Time? It's a magic that controls time. Tournament level like this tournament, if someone uses this magic, the effect range won't be that far. So you just have to be careful in short range fights. Simply put, they can stop everything around them and can still move. Attention! We have an announcement to make to the participants. It's sudden, but the tournament will be limited only to pure blood applicants, so other applicants may please return. We will process refunds at the front gate, and also cover the costs of your stay up to 7 days if you show your receipts. The pure blood applicants may be checked separately to enter the tournament. After determining whether the hair and eye color are natural, only those with finish affinity of 300 or less may enter. We repeat, the qualification for the tournament has been changed to pure blood only. Huh? What's going on? They said the matches for halves and are cancelled. The pure blood core division is also changed to only pure bloods. Why all of a sudden? They said the king had an ominous dream. That one who has zero blood is planning to do something. Well, our king's prophetic dreams tend to be accurate. Yeah, you see, your hair and eye color don't match up. Love. Red and black. Unless your hair's not natural, your eyes aren't. And the fact that you seem a bit miffed. Jeez, please go easy on me. If I were a quarter trying to look like a pure blood, I would have dyed all my hair blonde. Why would I dye my hair like this? Why would I dye my hair like this awkward? That's a jank sentence. We still need to check. When did you dye your hair? If it was within 2 days, we will check with Holy Asphins. Otherwise, you will have to return. Hey, this guy's divine affinity is confirmed as 2250. 2250? Yeah, 2050. He is the highest even among the purebloods. It couldn't be this high if he were a quarter. We'll have to go through so many people to check, and we need to save the time. The number of times you use Aspen's magic, so just let him in. All right, this is a number you cannot have unless you're pure blood. Please go ahead. Whew! Okay, I mean, use fiendish magic since I have too high divine affinity. I still get accused. We are so sorry. Well, it's fine. I'm in the stadium then, so wait for me outside. Let's meet at the front gate when it's over. Wait, but that guy... Didn't he say that his divine affinity was 0? Since his fiendish affinity was too high. I wonder, are you lying to us, Anan? Enan, are you perhaps lying to us? I'm thinking we'll go for another hour-long video. Just because I want to read a bunch. I've got loads of time as well. I'm on an awkward shift at work, so I've got plenty of time to record. By the way, the news about fiendish magic would have reached the God Realm too. The descendants of the knights have also arrived at the arena. Does that mean that it's starting soon? Let's leave then. It's up to you here, 16 Daksha. The hell does that mean? We'll not force you now. And it was then. And as it was then, the choice is yours, and you're responsible for it too. Well, just keep... How often you keep the promise you made with the previous king? You don't have much time left to live, so you should really think carefully about how to reduce the weight of your sins. The 16th Daksha, King of Humans. I assume that's just what that means. Season 3, Episode 221, Ananta 10. What is this? Something cancelling on a day? How annoying. I expect to be treated well in a place like this where the divine magicians have power. But it should at least make sense. They are officially undermining us, you know. It's the king's prophetic dream or something. People seem to believe in. But I don't believe them. They said they'd cover the cost of our stay. So let's at least enjoy ourselves for a few days. I wasn't interested in the prize anyway, but at least they could have at least let us spectate the matches. Other participants and staff, we ask everyone to leave through the exits before the matches start. I repeat, please leave through the exit if you are not. Interesting. Why is it that they are, you know, not allowing people to not allowing the halves and quarters to spectate? I wonder why. Sayonga type, contract required. Use first, report later, at risk of punishment. Fierce affinity, vigor, magic effect, up there. San Vega type, contract not required. Permission first, use later. Interference risk. Fierce affinity, vigor. Something about desired distance. I'm assuming that the reason the San Yoga type is safer and doesn't have as severe side effects is because... Wait, huh? But hold on. So the San Yoga type is the one that allows you to use in tournaments, but it's the one that there's risk of punishment for using. But the San Vega type, you need to request permission for first, even though there's no... What? I feel like those should be the other way around, right? Because that doesn't make sense. Someone will correct that in the comments if it is wrong. I thought it was good that he wrote so fast, but they're so oversimplified I can't even understand. Did he say anything like this earlier? Or did he just keep it in his head without explaining it to me? What a typical magician. What kind of guy does that? What kind of magic does that Enan guy use anyway? Sounds like Kubera triple according to that note. Then is his fiendish magic also Earth attribute? If his fiendish affinity is so much higher, so high that his divine affinity is 0, he must use very strong fiendish magic. Is it Ananta then? But Ananta is Earth sky. Whew! That's the end of the admissions for purebloods, right? It's harder since the rules changed so suddenly. Yes, but it's better to prevent danger. I know it's easy to say now, but I really wasn't a fan of holding matches that include those with zero blood. Shh! There's still some people left in the arena. I'm sorry about what I just said. It was an accident when I was a little... I'm not that... I have something to ask. Oh, yes? What kind of magic do Kubera triples use? Can you use magic of Ananta by any chance? Huh? You're not supposed to use your birth attributes there. Hmm? Normally they say Anantas have Earth attribute, not Kubera attribute, right? Only the attribute driven by God's names can go with divine magic. So you don't use it like that with the fiendish magic?
To begin with, birth attributes are given by the gods who rule the month and time of birth. Month, day, and time of birth. Only purebloods and quarters who are born naturally are blessed at the time of their birth and receive birth attributes, with the right to also borrow power from the god realm. Fiendish magic, on the other hand, has nothing to do with it, since the Nastika who gave permission are using their power directly.
The Nastika give their power directly? Does that include both Sayonga and Sanvega? Can you explain this to me, please?
This is... looks just like my old notes from school. Doesn't it seem like he has no idea about magic? How did he even apply for the event participation?
So it's strange to ask about these things. I better stop talking about it. Excuse me, I'll ask my party about the rest.
Oh, what an odd guy. He looked like he was with Anna, and it seems like they just met.
Because I did.
I mean, they even discriminate as spectators. It's outrageous!
They think it's okay just because they give us a full refund. I paid a premium to get a good seat!
Hey, calm down. Paying extra is illegal.
Lamar, get fucked. Anon's there. And there's his companion. It'd be better to ask her than someone I don't know at all.
You really have a prophetic dream. We won't know whether he's using the dream as an excuse to discriminate against us. If it's our king, he would definitely do that. Since he lost all of his own flesh and blood because of a half-knight who used fiendish magic.
That's true. He's the only member of the royal family who survived. So he executed the whole knightage for treason as soon as he ascended to the throne.
But it was actually the problem of the entire... But was it actually the problem of the entire knightage?
They say the gods passed the judgment themselves. There's no doubt. The gods passed the judgment, huh? I see. Couldn't the gods just lie about it? Humans in this era have too much faith in the gods. Well, of course, gods could look more reliable compared to Sura and commit violence openly. I now don't know. Before, I would have thought those humans were foolish. But even I think I would rather run into gods than Sura. By the way, even if she wanted to see Anand's match that badly, was it necessary for her to hide like that? I can blend into the crowd thanks to this cloak, but she'll be caught very soon.
Sayon Kinara.
She disappeared? Wait, I can kind of see her silhouette. Even I can barely see her with my sight from this distance. I had to stay close behind her not to lose her. But a person just disappeared in front of my eyes. Did those not notice? Come to think of it, it said that Sayong types require a contract. Does that mean that human is my Kinara? I heard that not many have seen her face. But how?
Welcome to the 32 warriors who have made it through to the group tournament. Soon, the arena where the king himself is watching. The first match of the round 32 will begin. Number 1 magician, Bhavati of Amara. And the 5th ranker of the last contest, Ragmal Utas. And the one who has won all the group tournaments with his first appearance at the contest. I heard you beat many of the Oxford clan for strength. I guess it didn't affect your height. You regret that when the match starts. Short man syndrome. A divine affinity of 2250. The amazing Wookiee, Elan Raima.
Did she come for this advantage to have a nice seat? If you have good eyesight. Huh? Not here either. How good of a view is she after? At this point, it's clear she didn't come to spectate the matches. Was she spying on someone? I really don't think she has it in her. She doesn't even know I'm right behind her.
Phew.
Didn't you hear something from this direction? You must have imagined it. What is she planning to do? She screams because she was caught off guard. That's terrible for an attempt to spy on someone. I don't think she's used to this kind of thing. Does anyone know what you're doing? What are you trying to do? From the structure of the building, it leads to where the king is. Isn't this a perfect situation to be accused of ill intent? Seems rather dangerous.
I'd be executed right away. I'm going to wait for now until Anan gets the king's attention. Then, when the opportunity arises...
Kill the king? Howdy, Kubera! Winner and Andrea! He'll be proceeding to the round of 16.
His heart has stopped. Freeze him before leaving. The losers have to go to the consolation matches, so resurrect him with Vision Magic before that.
Oh my god, what is their plan? Oh nay. That doesn't bode well. Yeah, they've definitely got a scheme that they're trying to enact. They've definitely got a scheme. Anan, what's your MO here? So that's your story. I already heard what happened to the Knightage from the crowd before. I think I can infer. You'll die if you fail, and if you succeed, you can bring back the dead. I think I get why you're trying to do this. I think I get why you're trying to do this for revenge. But sometimes, though may seem irrational, the goal of killing your enemy clan, your enemy can also be a reason to live.
My goal is to punish. My goal is to give the king the punishment he deserves.
That's the same thing. Didn't you mean that you wanted to punish him with death?
No, it's different. All humans die eventually. Whether you're a good person or a bad person, in the end all humans live short lives and die. Death can never be a proper punishment.
Depends.
The real punishment is what comes after.
Season 3, episode 222, Ananta 11. Yeah, more than likely, our boy here can use Ananta magic. That's just what I'm expecting. And on right now, we'll progress to the semi-finals.
That was amazing.
Was Cody Kubera that strong? How are we supposed to find the body if he makes such a mess?
I think he used body Kubera. The acceleration of flight. The impact was...
Please don't say complicated things. I don't understand, man. I'm not smart enough for this. There will be a break until sky time, and the semi-finals will resume at Earth time. Spectators, please use the cafeteria on the 2nd floor. Sky time, the 9th hour of the day, equivalent to 4 to 6 p.m. of Earth. On Earth. Earth time, the 10th hour of the day, equivalent to 6 to 8 p.m. In fact, that 2-hour windows means that there's only 12 of... would imply that there's only 12 dividing 24 hours between. Because it's PM, so it is a 24-hour clock that this is referring to, so yeah. Which means the 11th hour would be 9 to 10, and then the 12th would be... the 12th of the day would rotate over.
Get. Will you call it on? You're not bad. I didn't pay attention to you since it's your first time participating in a tournament. And you're using Kubera attribute, which has a low win rate. People who went all in because of your divine affinity must be rather excited right now. It's nice to meet you, Anan. I'm also participating in the tournament for the first time. My name is Artram, and I've been selected as a priest of creation. This kid is also very impressive. I'd heard about you, but I never believed you could put up such a fight with creation magic. I bet the history of creation magic would be divided into before and after the day Artram one day. You flatter me too much, Senior.
Atrum. I'm... Might be misremembering, but isn't that the name of that one, Isn't that the name of the... creation, like the branch, the creation branch. The make shit. Or am I getting that wrong? The name sounds familiar. Am I right? Or am I getting wires crossed in my head?
Aren't you gonna crush me as soon as the semi-finals start, though?
Well, it depends on how you do.
I was just joking. Are you actually going to?
Look at you. You're really scared. She does have a soft heart. She hasn't killed anyone till now.
And Rema, please come over here for a moment.
When you kill them, it's hard to win like that.
It would hurt them if I kill them.
It'll hurt them if you don't kill them.
Anon? Semi-finals haven't even started, but how?
This place. Please enter. The king is waiting for you. Are you not coming with me?
I cannot do so.
The king ordered all of us to remain outside. He seemed to be very impressed with your fights, and I think he wants to have a conversation about it. There is the position available for an earth priest, so it may concern that matter.
Our opportunity has come earlier than expected. I appreciate that you helped me not get caught earlier, but go back now. This isn't even your business.
I have to watch over Anon. I heard that you summoned me alone. I saw your fights. You are very skilled with divine magic. I don't think there is anyone better than you among those who use Kubera magic. I am deeply flattered, yet there are many other great magicians out there. I was little. No, very surprised. I never thought a descendant of that person would be a divine magician so skilled. Oh! So you seem to have noticed already. Your mother was a knight who protected me most closely. You look just like her. So I would not recognize you. I did order for every child of the traitors to be killed, but I heard some still escaped, and one of those children has finally come to find me after growing up. How very impressive. So you already knew everything. But you summoned me like this. Without any guards nearby.
Anon Rema, descendant of my knights. I am sorry. I committed a sin. It may sound like an excuse, but I believed it was the best I could do at that time. Even though the half-knights who went wild from the fiendish magic was dead, we couldn't predict when the rest of the knights who used fiendish magic might turn against us too. So I suggested that they give up the fiendish magic. San Vega magic didn't work properly here anyway, so I told them to terminate their contracts, or just San Vega magic. But I could have sworn he said San Vega magic doesn't need contracts, or it's not required. And then I could let them live. However, every one of them chose death over the termination of their contracts. They would throw away their lives to remain loyal to Anastika in front of a young king who had lost his entire family to fiendish magic. I hated them. Really hated them so much. My hatred became a blade, and it cut everyone who was related to the knights. Their families, friends, the halves, and even the other fiendish magicians close to them. For me, all of it had become a terrible horror that I didn't want near me. I lived like that up until this age. Regardless of my reasons, many people would blame me, and the sins weighing on my soul cannot be measured. So you think it's unfair? No, I'm sorry. I don't know how to let you know my deepest regrets. I apologize sincerely. If you wish, I will give you financial compensation. As much as you want. If this could ease your mind even a little. Don't do this. Don't bow your head, nor ask for forgiveness. Damn the bastard! He's trying to trick us after all this time.
Trick you? The king is apologizing down on his knees. Even if she can't forgive him for what he's done right away, does she still have to blame him? It's better than as if he had no idea of his sins. It's not that easy to admit that he feels the regret. What's this human's problem? Your Majesty, before you just ask me for forgiveness, I want you to understand one thing that you have misinterpreted. The Reans and Fiendish magicians can't terminate their contract. It's not because of their loyalty to the Nastika, but out of their fear. Although you're using their magic with a contract, Nastika are the ones that can change their mind at any time and come to revenge you. What? Come to revenge you, yes. But if a person dares to terminate the contract first, it's because since that day you've closed your eyes, blocked your ears, rejected us. You don't understand the perspective of the Fiendish magicians even a bit, Your Majesty. For me, rather than seeing as them choosing Nastika over you, it seems like they were staying loyal to their king, to protect the young king from the payback of that Nastika. They chose to die. That can't be right. God revealed their true intention to me. If what you say were true, the god would not have told me that. A god? Which god told you that? Who on earth? Why do I feel like it's Indra?
That's a secret.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I tell you. Let's end the pointless chatter there. We've listened to quite enough of a traitor's deception, don't you think? And there he is. Right. I decided to go for now. We're basically there. And I feel like that's a nice point to leave it. And we'll save the crazy shenanigans that are almost certainly going to happen in response to this for next week. So yeah, leave a like, comment, sub, share the video around. It would really help me out. Notification bell as well. There's also memberships. You get the videos like anywhere from 3 hours to a week early, depending on what it is and when I can record. So if that takes your fancy, do that. But it's obviously, it's your money, and I don't really think my videos are worth getting early. So yeah, that's up to you. But anyway, that out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I hope you have time for another video. Ta-ta. For now.